It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Running is Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Josh Jacobs.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made by...
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check, hey, red blade. Check 9. Hey, 43, 15, right.
Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Jacobs now, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Dancing to his left. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're on for the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Nothing.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, just like that. 56 is the mark. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
56,
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The ball carrier.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Coming to you. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 56 is the Mike. Mike 56. Mike 19 White. Coming up to you. Coming out.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Daniel Carlson.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
That's right. You got 3 down, 3 down. Eyes on 10, eyes on 10. 24 is my name.
Now here's Mahomes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Back, back, back. Hey, 43.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
47-yard line.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. 15, 15. 15. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
13.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
For Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now back to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go, Glenn. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, Glenn. Big series right here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down, Las Vegas.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Nice.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Chiefs.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
43. Check. Big edge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No, I can't go and roll. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
56 is the mark. Come on. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
56. Check 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28-yard
That's it.
line.
That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
56.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
2nd and 8.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
56, right there, 56. Rip right.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down for Henry Ruggs.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. 56. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We got 4. We got 4. 24 is the mic. You don't want to.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Number 28, Josh
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Las Vegas, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Logan Ryan.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Give right side. It's Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Washington.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, and the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
His kick.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Washington nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
And the Washington.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Washington nothing.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Give me some. Here we go. 56. Mike.
From the gun, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jones read it well, and it's picked. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Adoree Jackson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Washington 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 more on that one and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. So Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single-game total in the NFL all of last season. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Is good.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Jones on third down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Ross on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
4-yard line.
56. Ready? Count 19. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 56.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Giants 24, Washington 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Barkley. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. You can't block me. Hey, chill.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
At the 8-yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Fitzpatrick again. And they get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's a loss of 1.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Single. Don't worry. Defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Jones pass.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chase Young in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
A 42-yard attempt.
And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
Pass.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Fitzpatrick's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Double dogs, that's the way. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now Jones on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
27, Washington 16.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Yeah, 5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash. If I finally starting to realize never get coincidence, I can't watch TV. It's all about time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media. Keep us